Hello everybody, and welcome back to Space Engine. We got a fantastic itinerary today, of a number of other places people suggested to go. Where we last left off, we were orbiting this thing. Massive ass planet, dwarf, moon thing. And we are in the Sombrero Galaxy? I suppose? Yes, I think we are. Sorry, it's been a few days, so I'm not very observant. Let's back us on up. Oh yeah, Sombrero Galaxy. Alright. Uh, uh, uh. Okay. Anyways, might as well get into it. People wanted me to go to various places. One of them, somebody told me to go to Pandora. I actually think I was told that twice. And so, we should probably go and do that. Now, at first I was like, well, which Pandora? The Pandora from Avatar, the Pandora from Borderlands, or the Pandora from Pandora First Contact? Then I laughed and thought, yeah, of course he means the one from Avatar. Which is also easier, because I know where that one is, as opposed to, the other ones. F3, there we go. See here, and the movie that I haven't actually seen, although I love James Cameron, Pandora is located in the Alpha Centauri system. Oh, whoa, I butchered that. Odd. And into capital. Ugh, let's go by the actual name. Rigel Kentaurus. Yeah, there we go. I forgot Alpha Centauri is the name of the general thing. Rigel Kentaurus is the name of the actual star. Also known as Rigel Kent. Alright, so Alpha Centauri consists of Rigel Kentaurus A, Rigel Kentaurus B, and Proxima Centauri, which I can't see here. Whoa. I actually forget exactly which star it's around. Ah. But I think it's probably around Rigel Kentaurus B, but we'll check both of them just in case. F2. Anything around Ptolemine A, Ptolemine B. Let's see here. What is around here? Come on. Well, let's see here. Ptolemine B has a small scorched planet. Ptolemine A has nothing. Oh, okay. Well, let's go to the Scorched Desert, just because it's the closest planet I can see here in the Alpha Centauri system. Now, there's actually quite a bit of question on whether or not there actually are planets in the Alpha Centauri system. But recently, they found some evidence that suggests that there might be some planetary companions around Alpha Centauri B, which is pretty cool. Because, again, Alpha Centauri, the system itself is only like 4.3 light years from Earth, so it's the closest star system. Well, Proxima Centauri is the closest to Earth, but the general system itself is the closest. Huh. I'm gonna assume by these cloud patterns that it's probably tidally locked. That's my cat meowing. She's just really on about something. Yes, yes, I know, Lilith. I know. I'm doing something right now, though. I can't help you. All right, let's land kind of on the terminator between the night and dark. Actually, I can probably check to see where, if they even registered where, which star Pandora from Borderlands is around. I love Borderlands. So that would probably be, whoa, whoa. Look at that atmosphere. My goodness. Oh, look at that. It's moving. I guess it is. We are like kind of in a massive storm, so that's to be expected. That's snow. Let's see here. What's the temperature like? Holy Jesus. That's quite a that's quite a bit. Okay, so that most certainly would not be snow. There's just no way for anything ice to live on this this environment. The atmosphere is a little thinner. Uh, Gravity is a little higher. Huh. Discovery date 2012. Oh yeah, yeah. This is one of those theoretical planets that they may have found around Alpha Centauri. So this is legit. Of course, we have no idea if it looks like this or not, but again, you know, these cloud layers, my goodness. You know, let's see if we can get right up into the center of the storm. Oh, okay, here. Oh, actually, here, let's go up. And let's go into the storm. And then I'll probably go to some other places. Somebody asked me to try to actually revisit Cygnus X1, now that I remember actually how to spell the damn thing. I still get comments on that video where people are saying, you know, or like correcting how how to spell it. It's like, yes, yes, I know. That video was old. And I can't remember if I've gone to Vulcan from Star Trek or not. I think I have, but I'm not exactly sure. 'Cause it's around 40 Eridani A, so it wouldn't be too hard for me to check. I'm in the eye of the storm. Yeah, look at those cloud banks. Ugh. Well, let's go actually into the storm. See what life is like on this hellhole of a planet. Well, it's very bright, but that's to be expected. Very cloudy, which if it's tidally locked and there's something in the atmosphere to promote clouds, I suppose moisture could be a thing. I don't know. Wow, I cannot see through this thick layer of cloud. So warm. Well, let's get out of here. Let's build a popsicle stand. Actually, yeah, 1 minute. I'm gonna see if I can quickly check something. Okay, I cannot find, what star Pandora from Borderlands is around. And I couldn't find Pandora here. But I do know of a real Pandora we can go to. I suppose. But it's a moon of Saturn. But someone said go to Pandora, so I'm gonna go to a real Pandora. Alright, here we are. Not exactly the lush, blue, interesting planet you were expecting from the movies, or the barren desert thing from the game. I don't know, it's whatever. This is a inner moon of Saturn. It's called Pandora. It's more of an asteroidal moon, but still, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Frozen asteroid. And there's Saturn. Saturn's pretty. Aw, yeah. Actually, no, I like Saturn a lot. That is Tethys. Okay, my little fraps counter is right over the name of the things, so that's really annoying me. How do I change that? It's like F10? F11? No, that's a screenshot thing. F12? There we go, it's F12. Alright. Pause. I don't want to pause. Oh, it's the music player. My miss. That would be Helion. Ooh, is that Titan? No, that's Rhea. Oh, that should be Titan right there, the big one. That's Titan. See, I like Titan. Titan actually plays a big role in my area of research, or area that I'm getting into anyways, which is astrobiology, just because Titan's atmospheric chemistry and surface chemistry is very interesting. Like, it's very similar to what early Earth may have been, and it has some very interesting organic compounds that are formed in its atmosphere and rain down onto its surface. Like, a lot of people think, whenever I tell them, it's like, you know, what are you going to get to? I'm like, I'm getting into astrobiology. Oh, what's that? It's the search and study of extraterrestrial life, and people think I'm crazy. And it's like, no, it isn't like wandering through the desert in a tinfoil hat. Although that is fun, I suggest trying it sometime. It's more like actually rooting out the science of what's going on. A lot of it's basically just like chemistry and biology. But the thing about Titan that's interesting is its atmosphere contains a lot of carbon compounds, like methane and whatnot. And UV radiation from the sun actually breaks up these compounds in the atmosphere, and they reform and form a brown pigment known as tholins, which I'm sure I've talked about many times before because I love them. Anyways, and tholins, which have been recreated in the lab a number of times, when they mix with water, they will spontaneously dissolve and then combine into proteins and amino acids, which are basically the building blocks of life. So that's why Titan's very interesting. And there are lakes and rivers on Titan. They're made of liquid methane. However, at the temperatures and everything, it's like liquid methane is the only liquid we're going to get on Titan. But it does actually behave like water with tholins. So you could potentially have carbon-based life living on Titan in the methane lakes using methane instead of water. And it's very interesting. Titan's actually a big area of interest for me. I also like Venus for other reasons. Venus is my favorite planet, but there isn't a lot. Well, I like it for various reasons, but the thing is, it's all about. Oh, look at that. There's Earth. Haven't been there in a while. But a lot of my interest in Venus also goes to its prehistory. Because like, there's some suggestions that Venus may have been very much like Earth and Mars were, like 4 billion years ago, or maybe 3. It's a little bigger, and you know, Venus and Mars both went separate ways. Because like Mars was very much, there's a lot of evidence to suggest that it was warmer and wetter in the past, and probably had standing water on its surface and had a thicker atmosphere. However, its magnetic field stopped, its atmosphere got blown away by the sun, and it basically became a frozen desert. Whereas Venus uh, just became a massively thick atmosphered planet full of death and hotness and acid. Which is probably due to volcanation, which may or may not still be going on. There's some evidence that may suggest that there's volcanic eruptions still going on, but there's never been directly observed, so nobody really knows. But the thing about Venus is that there's organic compounds would just fall apart on the surface, so nothing could be alive on the surface. However, there are layers in the upper clouds where bacteria could survive on the sulfur. Aha, here we are, in the upper clouds, which would be interesting. So a suggestion that's been tossed around is if life did arise on Venus at some point in its early history, some of it may have been able to adapt and survive by living just in the upper atmosphere instead of on the surface where everything would die. So there's some suggestions about that. But our best bets for life in our solar system are probably Mars and Europa, Callisto, Enceladus, Triton. And I say Titan, but that is open to debate. Is that Earth and the Moon? Yeah, Earth. How pretty. What's that? Oh, that would be Mercury. And that would be Mars. Yeah, let's go to Mars. Then I should probably head somewhere else, like Cygnus X1. Or other black holes, because there's always a lot of fun black holes out in the world. And actually it's updated, so I don't know if they have Cygnus. Was that a comet I just passed? I think it was a comet I just passed. Mars and Phobos and Deimos. Mars is an interesting little planet too. I will say I like Mars, but my interests still lie elsewhere. Let's see if I can find Cydonia. Oh no, Cydonia is the northern polar region. Oh, it's upside down. Okay, there we go. Now then, locations. There's Valles Marineris. Valley of the Mariners. Coined by pictures taken from the Mariner spacecraft when it flew by it. There's a large basin. I can't find Tharsis Mons, which would be on the dark side. That's where the things, the volcanoes are. That's magnitude. That's exposure. That's labels. I don't want that. No, I should like. There we go. Let's see here. All right, pretty beautiful rotating planet. There's some suggestions that Valles Marineris here may have actually been formed by the volcanoes on the other side, because on the other side of the planet where you have like the Tharsis Mons, or not, yeah, the Tharsis Mons, or actually right up here if we have Tharsis Mons, there's actually a large bulge known as the Tharsis Bulge, which is where all the volcanoes are on. And I'm thinking that this may have caused cooling, or not cooling, but tension on the crust, which caused the crust here to rip open, forming this valley, which then may or may not have been filled with water. Yeah, there we go. Here's the Tharsis Bulge. And there's Olympus Mons and the other volcanoes. Olympus Mons is actually a large caldera. It's not just like one big volcano. And you can see by looking at its crater, there's multiple craters in there. Alright. Like there's multiple circles in the main crater. And then the biggest one is the largest one. It's the largest caldera, but there's also little ones, which mean that there were other smaller calderal explosions or eruptions inside the crater itself. Now Elysium would be, or no, not Elysium, Cydonia. Oh god, I need a map for this. Wait, I can get one. 1 second. So apparently Fraps broke and didn't render that video or that last bit of video properly. So that's like 15 minutes of recordings that were there, but were unable to be used because they were like corrupted or something. I don't know. Screw Fraps. Where am I? I forgot where I was. Hot Oceania. Let's go there then. Well, you didn't really miss much. We just, I found Cydonia, but it was very low graphics. We couldn't see anything. And, we went to Barnard Star, and I talked about Barnard Star and how it's close by. And then I basically talked about nothing for a while. You know. Whatever, I'll just, do some stuff here. We'll figure some stuff out. But, oh, anyways, let's go to Barnard Star again. Well, for you it's the first time, for me it's the second time. Interesting, actually, because Barnard Star is pretty close by. It's like 6 or so light years away. And it's always a target for the interstellar possible colonies and stuff, just because of its proximity to Earth and possible planets. It's also very similar to Earth and everything. Like, it's just a, well, okay, it's not all that similar. It's an M4. Actually, most of the stars in our galaxy are red dwarfs, like M class, which is interesting if you think about it. Well, not really, because they're the most, well, I don't know for sure, but they are just the most common. Funny stuff happens. Funny stuff indeed. Man, I love this game. Anyways, let's see, 16 minutes, probably just for a few more minutes to be 20 something, I don't know. There's the Milky Way, looking pretty. Those large and small Magellanic Clouds. I want to go to the Pleiades. Pleiades. Go to. Actually, I go here all the time. I don't know why I'm coming back to the Pleiades. There's a star cluster. I don't see any of their gas and dust. Oh, come on. I want to click on one of the stars. Ooh, I know. We should go to Vega. I'm going to see if it renders the debris disk, the accretion disk around Vega. Because Vega is, well, it's not uber close, but it's not far away either. But it is a relatively young star, and it still has an accretion disk around it. So, no planets, but at some point in its history it could develop planets. In fact, it probably will. So let's go to Vega. 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 Why does it have planets? Oh, it shouldn't have planets. It should just have a massive accretion disk. Yellow dwarf. Hot Selena. Hot Oceania. Yeah, it really shouldn't have planets. It should have an accretion disk. I'm a little disappointed here. Oh well. Anyways, I think I'll wrap it up there. Oh, actually, something I forgot to bring up. I did find, if people who are interested in my potential dissection videos in the future, I actually did find a supplier. They have a whole bunch of stuff, ranging from like grass frogs up to like lampreys and stuff. A lot of really interesting and cool stuff. But unfortunately, being a young adult sucks, and all my money goes towards maintaining my life. So I will get to them eventually. But if you'd like to help out, there is a donation button on my channel in the cover photo, whatever you want to call it. There's a little PayPal button there. You can donate if you want. You don't have to. Like, I'll get to those. Like, I'll order them by myself sometime. It's just it takes a while because most of my money goes towards bills and stuff. So if you want to help out, you can. If not, whatever. I'm cool. Just watching my videos helps out enough. Yeah. What's this? A white supergiant. Yeah, let's go there. So yeah, if you want to help out, you can. That'd be great. I'll be back with more Colony Quest once I figure out how to do that episode that I broke. It's all still there. It's just a real pain in the ass. So I'll figure that out at some point. It'll be good. Oh, what's this? Nah. So yeah, I'll get to this planet first, and we'll go there. Or we're gonna fly by and not actually go there. I don't understand this game sometimes. There we go. Alright. This is not what I was looking for. No. This is what I was looking for, the hot ocean. Oh. Yes, the hot Oceania. Come on, you can do it. Do it now. And we're here. Canopus 3. Something out of Star Trek. Alright. I'll leave us off here. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you'd like to help out, that'd be fantastic. Other than that, I'll try to come back with more content you guys will enjoy. So stay frosty and space.